Global menu is available for Pro version. The Elements menu shows all the elements what you can add. This is the most fundamental function in Elementor Builder. You can fold and unfold by clicking the icon on the right. It looks like a group folder. There are Basic, Pro, General, etc. and Premium add-ons that we installed add-on. If you install plugins that support Elementor, most plugins provide their group folder here. In the bottom menu, there is a settings icon. There is some information for this page. You don't need to set these options here. It is better to edit this information in the dashboard page menu. The second navigator menu is displayed when there are many sections of this page. Click the eye of the first section to hide the first section. Click it again to show it. This option is also useful for checking the balance of page design by making some sections invisible. It's a useful option. Next one is the history option. It provides the option to manage revisions. Revision management is a feature that you can revert to a working state that was saved at a specific point in time. This is a useful function to manage working history. The next menu is Responsive Modes. It shows the desktop, tablet, mobile status of the current page. You should edit the design for each device size, for each page. Click the mobile, tablet, and desktop icons at the top. Please check the screen when you click the mobile menu. Click the Update button to save when you're done. As you know, drag the text element to the position where you want to insert it. Click the duplicate icon to copy. Click the X icon to delete it. Click the plus icon to add a section. Intersection is a function that splits a column into two. As you can see, there is a difference from making the section into two columns. You should clearly know what makes the difference. Let's take a closer look. When you click the plus button, you can select the column structure of the section to be added. The Select Your Structure screen shows. You can choose one of them. It is not difficult to understand because it is shown with graphical icons. When you drag an intersection into a column, the column is split into two. The added two columns have their own row, that is, independent rows in the column. That row has independent margin and padding. So the padding causes a slight difference in size. In this way, you can create what structure you want, using basic columns and intersections. Click the icon in the upper left corner, there is a pop-up menu. Click the duplicate or plus button to add a column. Changed from 4 columns to 5 columns. If you press it again, it becomes 6 columns. Let me show you how to add text and edit its style. The contents of the text can be edited in the edit box on the left, or you can edit directly in the preview screen on the right. I remember that it was not modified in the preview screen previously, fortunately available now. In the link, fill out the URL to which the text will be linked. To edit the text size here, it is recommended to make more detailed modifications in the Style tab. Select HTML tag, compare between headline and div tag. The div tag is better if you want to customize it with your own style. Headline tags is mostly predefined ones in theme CSS, so even though when you edit them, they may not change as you intended. Alignment is an option to change left, center, and right position. In the Style tab, you can choose very detailed text options. Click the globe icon for the text color. I recommend that you use the colors predefined by the theme, except designer or publisher. My current theme is the Neve theme, and the Neve text color is predefined. Choose this color. When the background is dark, select Text Dark Background at the bottom. You can specify the font in the typography option. In the case of fonts, it is rare that free themes provide good fonts. I recommend that you use quality fonts, recommended by designers. The current text font is not pretty, as you see. Let me change it to the newly added BAI font. After changing it, the text size becomes smaller, but it seems to be a bug. When click the Edit button, it returns to the original size. In this option makes you edit all about text. Font weight is a level of thickness. The thickness is different for each font. So, check the thickness and set it, with preview. For example, when you set 100 thickness, some fonts are supported and some fonts are not supported. Transform is a case setting. Uppercase, change all capitals to uppercase. Lowercase, change all lowercase capitalize. Change only capitalizes the first letter. There are normal, italic, and oblique styles. Italic and oblique are slanted fonts, and these two are almost same, so you don't need to distinguish them. So you don't have to worry about difference. Still, if you are curious, you can refer to my CSS document. Decoration is an option that draws an underlined toplined middle-lined. Line height is the height of the area occupied by this text. It's usually about the same as the font size. When set to 2em, standard 1em is 16 pixels, so the text will have a height of 32 pixels. And you can check the size in the preview. Let me set 1.5. Letter spacing is an option that adjusts the spacing between letters. Letter spacing only provides pixel options. This is useful when creating title text. Text shadow option is to add a shadow in the text. The shadow has been added. Let me change the color more distinct. Check the difference now. The blur option is to set how clearly displayed. The larger the number, the fainter it is. Horizontal and vertical setting, the shadow distance point away from the original text. It is same as the x-coordinate in the y-coordinate. By changing the blur value to 1, you can accurately determine the position. The blend mode controls how the text blends with the text's parent element and its background. That is, it is an option to set whether to mix or not. It's not an option used often. There are too many blend types to explain. Please refer CSS document. I think that it's enough just remember the basic definition, check it out when you need it in work. Go to the Advanced tab. Margin is the space that occupies the outer area of the content. Padding is the space that occupies the inner area of the content. If you want to know more details, please refer to the box model section of my CSS video. By default, the margin and padding are set to the same value as the top, bottom, left, and right. Click the link icon on the right to set each individually. You can edit each one separately in this way. The padding is the same way. Z-index specifies the priority to show when the area overlaps with other elements. The higher the number, priority goes up. Similar to layers in Photoshop or general graphics software. Z-index, CSS ID, CSS class option is useful if you add JavaScript or custom CSS. This option helps your customization. Let me show you how to use it in detail in my upcoming videos, so I do not explain in detail now. Motion effect sets the animation effect to show when this element is displayed. Let's check it again after setting. As you can see, the animation coming up from the bottom. The delay time is an option how long before the animation starts. It is in milliseconds. If you set to 3000, it is displayed after 3 seconds, 5000, it is displayed after 5 seconds. Check out the results. For the background, you can specify a background color or an image. If you use a background for the text, you can use it as a part of the body text to emphasize. When you want to add a banner, you need to add a background image. You can also make the background gradient color. There are several types of gradients, but only 2 representative types are provided, linear and radial. Border is the outline. Type is the shape of the line. Width is the thickness of the line. Radius is an option to set the corner roundness. Box shadow is the shadow of the box, similar to a text shadow option. In case of a box, there is a position option. The default is outside. You can change it to an inner shadow. A mask is an option to cover a specific part. Shape determines the shape of the mask. You can edit the size you want to. Additionally, there are position and repeat options. Two positioning options are provided, absolute and fixed. Use it with caution, as it can ruin your website design. This option should only be used by those who can work with CSS layers. Responsive mode allows you to set whether to display for each desktop, tablet, and mobile device. When you set to hide, it looks with hatching. Set to tablet hide. It shows with hatching only on the tablet screen. It means you can't see it on tablet device. Attribute and custom CSS options are only available in the Pro version.